The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your not at all humble host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button for the live stream. Smash the like button. Help out my algorithm. Let's get us up to 20,000 subscribers. All of my social media is linked down below, including ways to help the channel grow from Patreon to PayPal. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to see an Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. If you have a band, song, or a video that you want me to check out, get over to the Discord server, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests, drop a link, a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. Today, we are back with REN. Everybody yelled at me over the weekend. They said, hey, he just dropped a track. Check it out. So today, we are checking out REN's new track called Back on 74 / Message in a Bottle Retake here on the Wyldeside. Let's check out some REN. Sounds like 74.
Keep it rocking, doing the same thing. We get high on the breakdown. We were watching on the same time. But that don't change what I think now. We were talking about the same crime. But we don't hide when it rains now. I learned my lesson at the same time. Where did it go? Back on 74. Call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all go? Keep it rocking, doing the same thing. We get high on the breakdown. We were watching from the same time. But that don't change what I think now. We were talking about the same crowd. But we don't hide when it rains down. I learned my lesson at the same time. Where did it go? Back on 74. Call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all go? Let it go. 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 Let's take 'em back to 74, inherently poor, myself on the
Breakdown.
talk is secondary, first my specialty, naughty bars on a
Take down.
rap like nicotine, sound so addicting, click, click, zibble, flip, caddy, daddy, hit the green, soak up dopamine, I mean dope scheme, take more head than the blade of a guillotine, Filipina, you should have seen her, she likes girls but I turn Tina, Angelina, wanna raid her tomb, Ocarina, with the Zelda moves, sound so smooth, wax strip groove, don't stay still, wanna make that move, thought for food, colour scheme nude, massive like jungle, shy but rude, and the world is yours, that's a Nas shout out with an awkward pause, cause the world is flawed when the power makes money and the money makes wars, and the world is more than a place in space on a spinning ball, and for now that's all, back to 1974, back on 74, call this place my home, never gonna cry anymore, where did it
distinctive riff.
Just a lonely day, an island lost at sea. Oh, another cast away, nobody here but me. Oh, more loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair. Oh, sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Message in the bottle, yeah. Message in the bottle, yeah.
There you go. That is Ren back on 74. Message in a Bottle retake suggested from about 5 or 6 people over on Discord. Thank you very much for that suggestion. If you have a band song or a video, get over to the Discord server. Left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Drop a link in a brief description. I will get to it when I can. First and foremost, let me say this right up front. I'm not talking music proficiency or anything like that. What I'm saying is the Police are in my top 10, okay, of bands growing up. I have always been a fan of the Police. I saw them on the Synchronicity tour. It was one of the greatest concerts I ever saw. I'm a huge fan of those 3 men. I really am. I credit that. I don't want to get into it. I've had many conversations about them. But anyway, what we have here is the perfect capturing of a time, blended perfectly with modernity, which is what Ren is so good at doing. Ren is really good, very unique at his ability to capture a sound that immediately puts you somewhere in your life, and it's perfect. That sound put me right back in 74, 75. Really cool, smoky, lounge 70s vibe. Nice and thick and richly textured. You know, that texture, the texture of that tone in that song is leathery. Right? You remember the Will Ferrell, I think I've mentioned this before, I have many volumes of, leather-bound books that smell of rich mahogany. That's what you're hearing here. A nice, rich texture bass that moves forward. And what happens is very simple. This is a bass, a guitar, and 3 vocalists. So like 5 instruments, right? Along with energy. So there's that 6th instrument in there, along with nostalgia, along with these other elements that create these energies in your receptors. So when you take these very simple layers, vocal, bass, guitar, when you take them and layer them the way that they've layered them and creating the tones that he has created, what Ren has done is it's almost like the past's idea of the future mixed with the future's idea of the past. And within those collisions, within that collision, the conceptual collision, Ren finds his place. Now, I do want to talk about his vocals. I've said this before about his vocals. They're very emotive. They're very sensitive, yet they're very aggressive. So there's a vulgarity to his vocals that is compensated with an innocence. And that makes this really cool emotive tone to his vocals. That's just the tone. Now, when you start talking about his flow, there's 2 flows happening here. There's the flow of the song, which has that rich, textured, bluesy, smoky, lounge, soul vibe to it. And then you have his vocals, which also have this really cool, smoky, retro vibe to them, but they're on different layers. And when they're put together, his ability to create that dual flow, stringing together all of this nostalgia, all of this legacy, and then taking it through that time machine to create the modernity that comes through in his flow is what I've always said is what makes him such a unique and magnificent artist. He's got great flow. Okay, well, you got great flow. Okay, what do you do with it? You write great music. You write great bars. Okay, well, you write great bars. What else are you doing? What are you getting me to attract me? What are you doing to get me pulled into your stuff? A lot of times people will use samples to get that. They'll sample a hook, they'll sample a loop, something to draw you in. He creates that sample himself. And that's what makes this dude so special. And again, I'm a huge fan of the Police. I've got all their records. I've got posters. I've got ticket stubs, everything. I'm a huge fan. This is not a cover. This is a sample, is what it is, to create this really cool, soulful, very British. And I hope that people understand what I mean by that, the British blue-eyed soul sound. It's very unique. It is very unique to the island, to the UK. And he captures that tone. So he's able to create this legacy through that funky, smoky foundation. And then he himself brings in that very British blue-eyed soul that emotes. So again, taking something that has been done, siphoning it through your own time machine and creating this new modern vibe. It's super unique and super creative and very, I don't want to throw words, that begin with G or anything out at people. That's all subjective. But I find his creativity is matched by his want of you to hear it, and not through any malice or narcissism. And I've said this before about Ren, how much I respect his diminutive presence as a star. It's real easy to get caught up. It is. It's very easy to get caught up in the attention and to allow that to overtake your integrity. And what I see with Ren is a rebuffing of tradition that is welcome, a rebuffing of tradition that is longed for, and a new way of doing things. He and Tom MacDonald both have this really cool connection with their audiences, and I just respect the hell out of it. That you are not subverting, the labels will say you're subverting the labels, and you're not. You're just creating a conduit to your audience, to the people that actually want your stuff. And his relationship with his fans is personal, it's genuine, and it's sincere. And I have nothing but respect for Ren. So thank you very much for the suggestion. Again, get over to Discord, drop me a suggestion, if you want to. So everything is linked down below, from Discord to Patreon to PayPal to all my social media. If you want to help the channel grow, if you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, they're all different. Instagram is just pictures of my lawn and golf courses. Facebook is just updates on my family and my boys. Twitter is where I fling crap against the walls. So all of my social media is down below. Throw me a follow on one of them, and yes, I will follow you back. But make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Let's get that up to 20,000 subscribers. Make sure you hit that notification button for our live streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Make sure you hit the like button. Help me out with the algorithm. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this, has been the Wyldeside.